What's going on, and welcome to episode 10 of Rad Bod Arcade. We did it, we made it, and this is a video game series where we play through all the classics, cheating death, one game genie code at a time. And this one, I wanted to do something really special. This is my attempt at a 30-minute speed run of one of my favorite games of all time. It's a pretty bad attempt. This one's called Donkey Kong Country. Oh, the music. Donkey Kong Country. One of my favorite games of all time. We are diving into it. We're going to watch this little intro here. I believe that's the original Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong. I think that was the story, at least that we told ourselves when we were kids. And then this would be Donkey Kong Jr. all grown up. This game, what can I say? We are going to play a full 30 minutes of this game, kind of a speed run, and we're going to see how far into the game that we can get in 30 minutes. This is one of my favorites. Like I said, it is one of those games that I remember getting Christmas of 1994, and man, what a time we had with this game, and I still play it to this day. So hopefully this episode will do a lot. I'll do a lot better than my previous episodes. As you can see, you play as a Donkey Kong, or DK, or his pal Diddy Kong. Always high five and slap out to Diddy Kong because he seems to move a lot faster. And you have their friends in the kingdom. You have rhinos, ostriches, frogs. I don't think that might have been. Oh, and the fish, little swordfish. And they have, I believe, in game 2 and 3, they have other characters that you can play. Spiders. I think in the first one there's a parrot. But we're going to play this one, 30 minutes. I'm going to give it to you because I'm going to be completely honest. This game gets very, very difficult. And if I wanted to play through this whole game until I beat it, it might be like a 10-part episode, and you don't want to see that because I'm going to get very angry at this game because I do when it gets difficult. And it does get difficult, but I will say, throughout the game, there is a bunch of levels. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but you have a snow levels, you have a factory level. I'm pretty sure I'll make it to the forest. We're in the jungle right now, but we will make it to the forest. And some fun levels. And then at the end, you face who is called King K. Rool. He is a crocodile, and he is a king. And, King Cruel, as you should say. And you face him at the end on his pirate ship. And it was really cool ending, I remember as a kid. You can look it up if you want to, because like I said, I'm probably not going to get there. But the cool ending of it was you would beat him, and the credits would start to roll, and then he would come back to life. Like it was a little like fake out, which I always thought was really cool. Oh my gosh, slipping up there. But we are moseying right along here, and I just lost Donkey Kong, or Diddy Kong, I should say. But, this game, and then you had Diddy Kong, I am stumbling over my words. Diddy Kong's Quest, I believe, is the second one. And, I don't know if the third one had a specific title. They just called it Donkey Kong Country 3. But in the second one, Donkey Kong, DK, ends up being kidnapped, and it is up to Diddy and the newly introduced Dixie Kong. And I will say Dixie Kong, probably my favorite to play as, because she had this like like a hair whip motion. If you remember in Mario 2, if you would play as different characters in Mario 2, and you could play as Luigi or the princess, and they would have like a extended jump, kind of, and that's kind of where like Dixie would swing her hair around and then would go slower, so it was easier to navigate with her. And then third, I think Baby Kong might be the name. So it's Dixie and Baby Kong, and then Diddy, I think, was kidnapped with everyone else. So, but this is the first one of its kind, and right now I think, and I actually skipped over it, and I do apologize, but the whole story behind this game is that King K. Rool and all of his goons have stolen all of your bananas, and you are not happy about it. So you're on the quest to gain all those back and get very angry in the process, because like I said, this game, man, one of my favorites, but it gets tough, especially these water levels. And never a big fan of water levels. Can't explain it. Maybe I'm alone on that. If you are watching, the 10 people that do watch these, which shout out to you guys, I appreciate that. But if you are a fan, comment below what you think about water levels, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I'm a little bit scarred from playing the original Ninja Turtles, but one of the worst water levels still talked about to this day. You were a Ninja Turtle, and what happened was you would essentially go underground, and you were trying to defuse different bombs. And then while you were trying to defuse these bombs, you also had to get oxygen tanks, I believe. And yeah, just not a fan of it. Very difficult. I did that by accident. Definitely not that good at this game. But not a fan of that. Sonic, same thing. Like I think they knew it. You know, every video game maker knew the difficulty that that water levels brought to the player, and yeah, we all suffered from it. So, but Donkey Kong Country is no exception. Water levels are difficult, and they play into the second and third one as well. Maybe I'll do a speed run with those. I can't say that I'll get that far. Didn't mean to do that, obviously. Can't say I'll get that far in those. I'm not as familiar with those games, even though I did play it. And I remember, just going back to some memories here, I remember getting Donkey Kong Country 2 from Kmart. And it was winter time, because I remember there was a lot of snow, and I think probably the day after we had a snow day. I lived in Pennsylvania. We had a snow day, and I remember me and my brother and my mom would play Donkey Kong Country 2. And we had the little like secret book. Yeah, before we just go online or ask ChatGPT, there was a guide. You would buy the strategy guide for these games. And I remember we were so into playing that game, we had the strategy guide. Even though I don't remember as much as this one. But yeah, you skip over, you see the other icons here. Funky Kong, as you progress in the game, you will play as, not play as, but you will use Funky Kong to jump to different levels. And then Candy Kong will save the game for you. And you jump, I didn't make it that time, but I always loved she would like blow a kiss and then you would jump over the kiss, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. That was me at like 7 or 8 years old, thinking, I was like, oh man, this is the coolest secret ever. Not really a secret, but, and this is your first boss here. And you can see the piles of bananas that King K. Rool and his pals have stolen. Let's see if if I can. Always like to sit a certain way after you beat them and see if the banana falls onto the goon that you just beat, but it didn't work that time. We are moseying right along here. We are making some good time. And this is the little cave underground levels. I think one coming up, and I'm not going to spoil it, but probably one of the most iconic levels in Super Nintendo history. Let's grab our frog friend here. Jumping over everybody. These ones pretty easy to navigate, but let me tell you, I just remember as a kid just getting so frustrated with this game. As much as I love it, frustrated. This game, probably one of my favorites. Super Punch-Out for the SNES. Another one. As far as SNES games, definitely Maximum Carnage. If you ever played that game. A very awesome beat 'em up game that was not made by Capcom, which is crazy. Alright, so Minecart Carnage. One of the most iconic Super Nintendo levels, probably, I wouldn't say of all time, but it's up there. If you've ever played this game, you've definitely played this level. And let me tell you, like, as a kid, this level blew my mind. I was like, there's no way this is real life. Like, it was the first, to me, it was the first of its kind. To play a level like this, to have a level like this in a, like, side-scrolling game, which is unheard of. It's a little tricky at times, I will say that. Let's see if we can get through all of this with no damage. Ooh. You got to time those a little bit, be a little precise on those, because if you go too early, you don't make the jump, but if you go too late, you just fall off. Ooh, those just get me every time. Woo-hoo-hoo. See, you have to time that. Oh, another one's coming soon. Yep. Ooh, that was close. Whoa. I always remember that secret one at the end. A little tricky one at the end. But, like I said, one of the most iconic levels for the Super Nintendo. And we just breezed on through it. So, not that difficult. But like I said, if you want to get on this game, do not take this video lightly, because, trust me, this game gets tough. There's my bud. I've missed you. Alright. We're tagging out here. So, the difference between the two really is just, I think Diddy jumps further and is faster. However, Donkey Kong, DK, will smash baddies that Diddy cannot smash. Like, he will smash the little rhino guys. And I know, not little rhino guys, big rhino guys. Or hippos. I think they're hippos. But, yeah, they are very difficult if you are not DK. Because Diddy will just bounce right off. There's my frog friend. He will just bounce right off of him. But DK will smash him. I think there might be some in this level. I cannot remember. They're getting right through it though. Bees, you can stomp on with the frogs, but don't stomp on them if you're DK or Diddy, because it's gonna be a bad time. We are just strolling through here. Look at that. Look at that. Not trying to get that one. We're we're making some good time here. And another Candy Kong shack up there, but we do not need to go there because I'm not saving. I'm just going through. This one, as a kid, gave me a little anxiety. So the goal here is you're moving on through, and you want to hit the barrels that say go to make the guys stop. If it's red, you move. If it's green, you honestly probably should still move because they're gonna be waking up. But you honestly gotta hear them out. Want to get Diddy for these because it's going to be a little bit of a bad time. Oh my gosh, okay. If you're Donkey Kong, like I am now, because of that. I don't know anyone that does a speed run that dies as much times as me, but this is Rad Bod Arcade. I never said I was any good. I just said I'll be playing the games. So here we are. I'm in a little secret tunnel here. We're just rolling through. Excuse me, barrels. I'm on a speed run. Thank you. I'm gonna probably label this episode not so speed run because yeah, very bad. But we are rolling. Jump, hit him, got him, good. This one, you just gotta go. Move this one over here. Got him. And we are golden. We are moving. I want to see how many bosses that I can get to. There's Funky Kong. Let's take a look at Funky Kong. Let's kind of show you how cool he is. He's really cool. And the music. Look at him. His bodacious jumbo jet. But I'm not going for a ride. I got business. We're moving. Honestly, we should go to Cranky Kong as well. I can't remember. I don't know really what Cranky Kong does. I really don't remember. I just remember going to see him and he hits you in the head with his cane. And he's upset about something. I remember in the second and third one. I think it might be the third one. Cranky Kong has this is one of the guys that I was talking about, that if you hit with Diddy, it will hurt, but Donkey Kong will destroy him. But Cranky Kong in the third one, when you go to visit him, I believe has a 64, which is, it might just sound, okay, well, whatever. It was a Super Nintendo game that had Cranky Kong with the 64. Little Easter egg, which was cool because, which was cool because there was a time frame, very short-lived time frame, when the 64 came out and they were still making Super Nintendo games. It's like that, I guess those time frames, oh my gosh, I need to just run through this. Those time frames where you had the PlayStation, and then PlayStation 2 would have games that would come out. Ooh, I don't deserve that. Same thing with PS4, PS5. But yeah, it's that rare case. I think there was like Donkey Kong Country 3, maybe Super Mario RPG. I don't think Yoshi's Island. No, maybe. But yeah, I remember Super Mario RPG coming out right around the time that the 64 came out, because I remember we, as kids, got Super Mario RPG, which, if you have never played it, it sounds crazy, but man, if you know, you know. And I just died again. That's all I can say. If you played the game, you know how awesome it is. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're any Final Fantasy fans out there, I believe it was made by the same people that made, it was Square Enix, that made Final Fantasy. And so, but yeah, it was a Mario game. I am not doing this tire again. Get out of here. What am I doing? But it was a Mario game that was also an RPG game. And I've never really played Final Fantasy VII. That might have been it. But I know there was like an Easter egg where you can face a Final Fantasy villain. You gotta unlock some door, and he's like insanely hard to beat. And I don't think I ever beat him. But if you're wondering, they did re-release it, like a remake. Are you kidding me? A remake of it on the Switch. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I just played the original. I have not played the remake. My brother is a huge fan of that game, and he also said that the remake is just as good. So, and he beat it. Oh my gosh, that was tough. He beat it in record time. That's the guy that needs to do these speedruns, not me. I was always number 2. I was always player 2. I don't need to be a part of these speedruns. Let's take a look at Cranky Kong. I just gave my last barrel to that orangutan buddy of yours. Crafty Croctopus Corners. His crock of collectibles. One barrels will break as soon as... Okay, so he gives you like pointers, I guess. Probably could use them. But here we are. The second boss battle. Giant bird. Spitting out coconuts or nuts or whatever those things are. And you just kind of have to time the little bouncy tires perfectly. Boom. Can I get the banana to fall on his head? Just missed him. Look at those graphics. I mean, for Super Nintendo, come on. 1994. 94. Made by Rare, which did Ken Griffey, Killer Instinct, GoldenEye. The Rare list, let me tell you, back in the day, they could not be touched. I don't think they did any of the newer Donkey Kongs. They did Donkey Kong 64, I believe, which is crazy because okay. This is the forest I was talking about, and I just died. Okay. But Donkey Kong 64, for some reason, like, defines another generation, like the generation after me. Which I played it. Don't get me wrong. I played Donkey Kong 64. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but like people will talk about that game and talk about it, and it's usually like people that are maybe 5 to 10 years younger than me. So I guess like what this game is to me is Donkey Kong 64 to them, which is regular Donkey Kong to like our parents, I guess. Oh no! I don't remember it being that difficult. But here we are. We are rounding the corner here, and we are almost to the end of our 30-minute mark. This is 30 minutes of gameplay, not 30-minute video, so when we hit 30 minutes, we'll finish out with that level. We're trying to hustle. Alright, we're moving now. We're moving now. Toss that barrel, hit you? No? That was so weird. I don't remember it being that, like, difficult. Alright, I'm going to get that barrel. I need that checkpoint. I don't trust myself. Grab that. Get him out of there. Jumping over you. Coming through. There we go. time barrel for you. Almost just went for it. Sometimes that works out in your favor. Sometimes you just kind of move along and you don't think and you just go for it. You don't get hit with the bee. And then sometimes you do. See, I was about to go for it right there. Come on. I don't know what I was thinking. But we made it there anyway. We made it there anyway. We're moving through the forest here. A treetop town. If I remember. Oh man, I do remember. I'm not going to try to get that bonus. You're switching out though. Kick his butt. Switch out with me, bud. This is the one I was talking about. You just kind of trust it, trust the timing, and just go for it. It's the unmarked barrels that you will have to you press a button to release from, but then the barrels, obviously with a explosion on them, will shoot you off automatically. So, boop. Okay, I gotta be careful here. Tagging out. This one's gonna be tough. Gotta time it. Ooh, I got lucky. I got lucky. I'm going down there. I know it wants me to. It'll be a cool little secret. I'm sure it'll be fun. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna make that one either. Okay, I'll just bounce. Oh, they're getting me. Some luck here. Gotta be quiet for that one. Taking a lot of concentration here. And we are moseying on through. Let's see if we can make it. One more boss here. Oh, I gotta hustle. I gotta hustle. Oh no. No. No, what did I... All right. We are looking at the 2-minute mark. We are currently on Forest Frenzy. For anyone playing along at home, if you have this game, let's go for it. Try to beat it. You probably do pretty well. Like I said, I didn't pick up Rad Bod Arcade because I was good at video games. I picked it up because I played them. But I would hope that this is one of the better games, or one of the games that I'm better at. But it wouldn't be fun if I was really good at it. And I wouldn't get angry. Just kind of weave through these bees here. One at a time. All right, we're looking up. We are almost at the minute marker. Let's see if I can get through this level. The music too. Rare just had it. The music. If you played Killer Instinct, we played Ken Griffey Jr. I got my butt kicked then too. Rare just had the music going on. Making a lot of awesome games. And GoldenEye, man. And GoldenEye. Come on. Ooh-wee. Through there. And that is it for Rad Bod Arcade episode 10, the 30-minute speed run, not so fast run through Donkey Kong Country. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you later.